Right, here's a trick I saw on YouTube. Get a syringe, a paint syringe by the way, and squeeze the paint in. I was hoping the paint would come across from the other side. This is going to be tricky, isn't it? Probably going to have to give it a wipe afterwards with some cellulose, I guess. Ooh, yeah, this isn't working quite how I anticipated. So let's continue, because I've got nothing to lose, and then I'll wipe that with a cellulose covered cloth. Now, I've also known people paint with needles. Maybe that would be a better option. However, let's just keep going for the moment. Just try this one word and we'll see how it goes, eh? Oh, yeah, this paint's awfully runny. I must admit, I wasn't expecting it to be that runny. I'm hardly touching it. Now the question is, do I let it dry, then go over it with a cellulose laden cloth, or do I do it while it's still wet? I think if I do it while it's wet, I'm just going to drag the paint out. That's my theory. So I think I'm going to let this dry. Well, of course, you may be wondering why I'm bothering doing this. Well, it's simple. It's because I want to. How long this is going to take to dry? Oh dear, that wasn't so clever, was it, huh? Got the tip of the needle. Oh dear, what a mess. What a dickhead. Okay, just a minute before I go too far. I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah, as I thought. You see what happens when it's wet. Right, so let's leave it to dry. Tell you what, I'm going to leave that in the syringe for the moment. Let's see. Right, now, hang on. We'll do a quick test here on the bit that I can get to. Which one of these is cellulose? That one. Okay, so that looks like it'll work, but let's wait until it's dry, because that does seem to work. I said wait till it's dry, Gary. Stop it. Fuck's sake. Oh, what's she done? Oh, for God's sake. Touched it on the wife's hand. I'll put this back in her car. Enough. Well, there it is. I waited for it to dry. I think that looks pretty good. And obviously I've wiped it. So I'll give it a few days to go off just to see if I need to touch up anywhere. But I'm pretty pleased with that. Now I'll go do the other side. So let's get on with it. Okay, another quick little job on the S-Type. Fitted the cover. Doesn't look bad. Unfortunately, this is when you discover assholes have been here. Someone has done a real bodge on this. Look at it. And because they've bodged, the cover doesn't sit. The other reason the cover doesn't sit is some moron has taken the bolt out that this cover sits into. I mean, what the fuck? So, I'll deal with that at a later date. I will deal with it. Shit, if I get a 45-degree angle, just a piece of hose with a 45-degree angle in it. What a fucking bodge. Right, the other thing, down there, see this hole? This was hanging out. Now, the moron, whoever, the last did the air filter, obviously dropped that out, which means it doesn't get that nice blast of air in there. I've also noticed that there is another hole here. Sorry about the noisy cunts. Oh, sorry, children. Hopefully they'll die soon. So I'm not quite sure why there's a hole in there on the side there. Anyone know? Or is that just standard and there's nothing attached to it? Thought maybe there should be something, but no, perhaps not. All right, but anyway, let's go and look at the K&N filter. You know, so you go, wow, it's got a K&N in it. Wow, whoopee doody. You know, that's great. I got to have a K&N filter, and yeah, it's terrific. Hang on a second, let me get this over here before I forget about it. Right, come with me. Only gimbal's reached its point. Well, do as I'm controlling you, you stupid fucking camera. Good God. Oh, piece of shit. Yeah, there's the K&N filter. That is absolutely filthy. That has never, ever been cleaned and oiled. I can tell that by just looking at this side. This is the original oiling, and this side is just, good God. So let's give that a good old clean. Okay, another piece has arrived for the S-Type. And I know what it is because I've already opened this. There. Yes. The new, and let me see if I can zoom you in on it. Hang on, let me try and get you in the right position. I really wish this camera had a different way of doing this. There it is. Now, as my wife said, oh, it's awfully dirty. Yeah, this is a refurbished unit. Once they've tested it, obviously, you know, they pumped oil through it, and then they leave the oil there so it doesn't go rusty. Now, I know it's aluminium or aluminum, but there are steel components within it, particularly the valves. So that is now ready, which is great news because that is one of the things I have been waiting for. Unfortunately, Parts Geek, I'm going to have to give you a call. I'm still waiting for the filter. So I can't do that until I've got the filter. Well, I can do that, but I don't want to tie up my ramp. Okay, given that airbox a bit of a dust off, I'm going to spray it with interior cleaner just to make it look a little better. The engine compartment does need a complete clean. That will happen later. Now, as for the filter, There it is, nice and clean now. Let's oil it up. Right, here is the filter, oiled up. You'll see it's nice and pink. Leaving it out in the sun now to just dry off. You may find if you re-oil this and then put it in the car and run, you'll get a fault come up. And that's because you've sucked the oil in onto the mass airflow sensor. Then you will need to clean it. Now, I do both sides of the filter. I think it's a good idea. That's entirely up to you. Some people just do the side that meets the dirty air coming in. But I like to do it both sides. Choice is yours. Right, so I'm going to have to get one of those studs for the engine cover, or I'll make one. I'm not sure which yet. This label was coming off, so I took it off, cleaned it and stuck it back on. What an anal twit I am. Can't wait to clean this engine bay. It's pretty grubby. Can't wait to take the bumper off. Can't wait to get stuck into this car. Hopefully next week. The joys of old cars. Even though this one's not really that old. Alright, filter's back in now. Cleaned up the box. Thought I would, whilst I'm here, let's check the washer fluid. Doesn't the fucking cap just fall off, crumbles and disappears down? So I've got to order a new one of them. $25. Wow. Those of you that are looking at the engine thinking, wow, he's cleaned the engine. No, I haven't. It's a dirty trick I learnt many, many moons ago. Spray it with WD-40. Just spray it all over. And then just give it a quick wipe with the cloth. Makes it look more presentable. But I will be cleaning it properly. Okay, that's enough on the S-Type for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I did.